Well, this is a real quick and easy way to make a alcohol fuel burning stove that uses denatured alcohol to burn. And first thing you want to do is get you a Fancy Feast or a little tin of cat food like that right there. And then the next step, what you want to do is clean it out, wash it, and then on the inside there's kind of a sharp edge. So what you want to do is you take you know, something hard that you can just press it down with. You can go ahead and use a 3-hole or just a hole puncher first, because you're going to need that anyway later on. So you just go along the edge here on the inside and you just push that down, just so you don't cut yourself when you're using it. And it's super lightweight, and that makes it even better. Alright, so once you've smoothed the edge on the inside here, what you want to do is you get like a Sharpie marker, and you're going to be punching about 16 holes around the edge here, just under the lid. And you're gonna, the easiest way to just, it doesn't have to be exact, but you can just start by marking it in halves, and then you can see little marks here, and then just keep marking it, cut it in half the other way, then into quarters, eighths, and then finally 16ths as well. And it doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be exact. These are just kind of guidelines for going around with your hole puncher and making even holes around the entire edge. So the next thing you're going to do, once you've marked where your holes are going to go, you take your hole puncher here, and then you just kind of line it up just below the edge. And it'll start to look like that, and you don't want them too close apart, because you don't want to upset the structural integrity when you put your pot on it in the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and punch the rest of these holes and show you the next step. Alright, so now once after you've punched an entire row of holes around the entire edge, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut a separate row of holes just below it, but you're going to offset it, so where like this hole and this hole is right here, you're going to put a hole right here. So what I'm going to do now is just go around again with the offset row of holes, and what this does is it helps the flame burn more evenly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So what you'll end up with is something that looks about like that right there, and I'm going to go ahead and punch around the entire thing. Alright, so now once you've done that, you've got your double rows with the offset one on the bottom, and now this is pretty much just your stove right here. And the next thing you want to do is you take your denatured alcohol which I have here in this bottle, and you're just going to pour just however much you need on the into the can, and then take your pot right here with water, and you'll put that on there. And it's also good to have a windscreen, and this is just kind of heavy-duty aluminum foil that I'm putting around here. Nothing special. And you don't want it super tight around your pot, but you want it just enough so that it keeps the kind of area between the pot and the windscreen, keeping all the heat in from the stove. So now I'm going to light the pot, and then we'll boil some water. So now the easiest thing to light it with is just regular old matches. Lighter can be a little trickier to deal with, so I'm just going to go ahead and light this right here. Can. And then let it heat up first for a little while. Once the flame starts going through there, let the flame build up. And then what you're going to do after that is just take your pot, set it on top here. Like that. And then finally, you're going to grab your windscreen and put that around it. And you can see the flame kind of starting to go up around the edge of the pot. And that's exactly what you want right there. And that is perfect burning right there. And that's all you got to do. Hey.